Your device is requested to listen to the Two Factor podcast. Virality. Some chase it, some accidentally trip and fall into it, and some sell their dignity for it on TikTok. Today, we're diving into the wild world of influencers with my favorite comedian, Celeste. With over 130,000 fans on the talk, she's become the internet's favorite Italian sister, or some of you may know her as Nonna. Get ready for some In the Vault info with Celeste. Sorry, I had to.
Ciao. I love it.
How are you feeling?
I am so good. I'm so honored to be here. And I'm your favorite?
Yeah, I'm pretty, yeah. I mean, I've seen some and I'm like, ugh. Unless like, I'm telling you, the talent, it's scarce. I'm telling you.
Look, yeah, I tried stand-up comedy and that's a whole different world. But I'm honored.
Okay, but tell me about stand-up. Are you going to do a stand-up show anytime soon? When did you try?
Maybe you're putting that in the atmosphere and I should.
Yeah.
Because I did 2 stand-up shows last year.
Yes.
Didn't post them on my TikTok. Everyone was mad at me because they were like, we want to buy tickets.
100%.
But I just wanted to see if I had it in me. Like a little private show. And it did really well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should have.
So
I reckon pull it out of the vault. I reckon out of the archives.
Yeah.
It's time to post.
Watch this space. Maybe 2025 comedy 100%.
Show. But can I just say, do you find that with stand-up comedians, like some just can't do that long form?
No, absolutely not. No. Also, TikTok is interesting. Like TikTok to stand-up comedy, they're two different worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree. It's really good to see though some of the transitions. I see some people that are really like popping off on the talk. And they're doing stand-up and they're on tours now. Like, they're making it back.
Yeah, I'm going to support a few people because you have to go support your friends.
Yeah, of course.
And Melbourne is the best city for stand-up comedy. I love it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, thank you, Celeste. Now, I kind of like told you before, but just for anyone who's listening, we've got, obviously, the hot take, the scams, and the actionable steps.
Love it. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you've gone viral before and I think this is so funny when we used to work together. I remember like looking at you like, oh my God, I know exactly from the exact video, the Princess Diana one. So you have gone viral before. Was it a strategic masterpiece or just dumb luck? And I want you to be honest. Like what gave you that sort of, okay, I actually gonna post this. Yes, it's funny, but yeah.
When I look back at that video, I think I didn't edit it at all. There was no art form to it. It was literal dumb luck. Like, to be real, I think if you just post the shittest, weirdest video, it could land in the audience that love it, or it could flop. You never know with TikTok. But I have been lucky enough to experience the viral post and it's scary and cool.
What can I say? So did you get someone else to tell you, oh my God, like this is popping off, or did you just notice it on your own phone?
I didn't even I'd never posted on the app. So when you tell me about that video, I posted, closed off the app and then went to sleep, woke up with 80,000 followers and I think it reached 6 million views. And I thought it was a unique experience that no one would relate to, right? It's my Nonna saying some weird stuff about Princess Diana. If you haven't seen it, guys.
You have to. Have you pinned it? Surely you have.
No, because I've, to be honest, not making myself sound like a wanker, but I've gone viral so many other times that I don't know which one people want to see. But
100%.
People want to find it.
I'll probably insert it somewhere, to be honest.
Yeah, add it for the fans.
No, for sure. Now, do you think virality is something about talent or just the algorithm? And that's really interesting because I know you've got your signature series. I know with Sips and Tips, correct me if I'm wrong. Now that some people go, okay, you need a signature series to go viral. It's more about the algorithm, or do you think it's actually just pure talent?
Yeah, I think some people are really talented. If you're singing or you're doing other things on there that require talent. I think singing and playing an instrument requires talent, but I think comedy is so subjective, right? So I could think something's hilarious, no one might. But with TikTok, there is an audience for everyone. There's a fashion group that want to see it. There's a language group. I'm going to Italian school.
I know you told me this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, would you say you're fluent? Is Nonna happy?
No, Nonna can't speak to me in Italian because she speaks dialect. That's a whole different episode. We could talk about that for years.
Dialect.
But, it's our job to preserve our culture, and I'm sure you understand that. So, there's an audience for everything, but I do think you can have a talent at marketing things, right? So I think you can be good at editing videos and also targeting the right people, because TikTok is an algorithm and you do need to hashtag things, and that's a whole different world of understanding that, of growing a platform,
Do you feel like there are times where you have to play more into the algorithm than just like wanting to like, you know what, I really come up with this idea. It probably leans more to the flopping side. But again, like you said, like you don't really know. So, but are there times where you're having to actually pick and choose or?
Well, I think if you're someone listening to this and you are trying to grow your social media, so say if you post something on TikTok and it flops, try it on Instagram and people might eat it up. They might love it, right?
Yeah.
And then if that's not your audience, try YouTube. And YouTube could be the people that are like, I love this.
Isn't that so
you never
funny?
know.
You never know. And it's so funny because most of the times it's the same person with 3 different platforms.
Yep.
And you're like, oh my God, why is this popped off here and there?
Yeah, exactly.
Hectic. Can I ask you, again with the hot take, is there something on the talk that you're like, okay, why does everyone find this funny? I genuinely don't find it funny.
My gosh, yes. What? Okay. Let me think. I feel like maybe it's creators.
Who?
Like creators. It's certain creators out there,
like personality
like comedians.
types? Yeah,
that I'm like, I can't get around it.
Yeah.
But hot take.
I'm trying to think even for myself. Like,
yeah.
I actually was really, you know the I hear your voice, I hear, you know that trend, and it was like people doing like slideshows of like the most ridiculous story.
Yeah.
For me, like when I interpret humor, it can't just be like through reading something. Like I have to actually like
ADHD.
ADHD. Like I could actually see it come to life. So I didn't genuinely find that funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think like anything that or like stereotypically you're like,
oh,
that's
there's
supposed to
like
be funny.
I want to say creators, but if you don't know it, maybe not. Like, do you know Veronica, the girl in America?
Veronica, no.
Some creators start off super funny and super viral,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm kind of like, I don't understand
you
anymore.
dropped off. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I want to go into the scam situation.
Yeah.
Like looking at, okay, exposing the nonsense, misconceptions, a little bit cringeworthy, but in sometimes I'm like, we should embrace the cringe. But stuff that you're like,
Yeah,
you know
oh my
what?
gosh.
No, it's actually not it anymore. What is the biggest misconception about being internet famous, and how often do you get asked for free stuff because of it? Because I feel like that must be that's a lot of people just their agenda for being an influencer is like, I just want free stuff.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm so naive. Like, if someone messages me and says they want to hang out with me, I assume they want to hang out with me, right? But recently I've been like, oh, you don't just want to hang out with me. Like you want, I don't know, you want to document it, you want to post about it, or you want to, you're running a small business, right? And I love helping out especially local communities.
Yes.
So my whole audience and my platform is Italians, Greeks, people that can understand my
Ethnics.
childhood,
Yeah,
ethnics,
that's
right?
it.
And I will help you with your beauty salon for sure, or I will help you with, I'm kissing this microphone.
Yeah, as usual.
Hello guys. I will help you with anything you ask me to, like for sure, like my aunties, uncles, everyone. We have a big family, right? Can't help everyone. But I think, yeah, I assume that sometimes you just want to hang out with me, but really
The agenda.
you want me to promote your business, and that's okay. But also this is my own business. So there has to be a level of respect.
I feel like that would also like, to be honest, I feel like that would do the opposite. It's like you're like, okay, I want Celeste to help me promote, but it's actually left me feeling icky.
Yeah, like I've actually lost like a lot of friends this year through it and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is a bit of a lonely, I think a lot of creators that I speak to that have way bigger platforms than me are super lonely. I think, yeah.
That's so interesting. You would feel like after like seeing such a big following, you would never think that someone, like I know like stereotypically we say, oh, like celebrities and like people who are influencers like do feel loneliness, but it's hard to like validate that just because you're not speaking to them. But having you say that, that's like so interesting.
Especially in comedy. I think it's hard for them to like balance both. Like you just see them constantly making you laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I ask you, like when have you ever been in a room just like full of comedians, like, and it's actually like you are dying of laughter, or is it kind of the opposite?
Oh, yeah. I think like you never really go to an event where there's lots of comedians. To be honest, comedians don't really go to events. You see the fashion girlies, the makeup girlies.
Yeah.
If comedians do come to the event, you will find us in a corner. Like my closest friends that I collaborate, you even know some of the like some of the comedians. We could hang out for 8 hours and piss ourselves laughing. Like also we think some of our content is really funny and it will flop on TikTok. Like it will not do well, and we'll just post in our group chat and be like, lol, that was just funny for us.
If you could replace any influencer with yourself,
Ooh.
who would it be and what would you do differently. And it's okay. You can out your friends if you want to, but it's up to you.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
it's a mouthful. It's a mouthful.
What would I do differently though? Like I have like big fan, like people that I love. Should I keep it in Australian
No, whatever you
creators
like.
or
No, whatever you
US?
get. Not whatever you like, girl.
I really like the first creator that came to my mind was Monet Michaels.
Love
Right?
it.
Okay. Did I say Michael? Is it Michaels?
I thought it was Mick Michael, which is
Mick. Oh, there we go. I have no idea.
That's it, there you go.
I never say creators' names out loud. I know who they are.
Yeah,
Monet. Anyway,
I love
you know
her.
the girl.
Yeah.
So if you are unfamiliar with her content is fashion, chatting to the girls, but she went viral for waxing her armpits
Oh my
on
God,
TikTok.
so satisfying, by the way.
Which-
I really want one. But
So satisfying, but also I would be terrified to do stuff like that. Anyway, she, I think, does it really well with being authentic and vulnerable, but also very consistent. I think it's hard with social media because your mental health can go up and down and you need to prioritize all of the other life that's going on, as well as holding a camera and vlogging
Yes.
your whole life. But she has a cult following. The girlies love her.
100%.
So I don't know what I would do differently. I think like maybe a different creator, I should say.
No, well, is there anything that you would see more of her? Because that could be different too, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to maybe a bit more with her partner, like maybe a bit more like
Yeah.
because he seems a bit clean cut, like as in everything's edited, whereas she seems a bit
100%.
rogue and I like it.
Yeah.
But I think maybe he is taking a step back intentionally.
You know what
don't
I think? Because after all of that
Yeah.
that drama six, you know what's
Yeah.
really funny? I would love to see her emotional side. Like I don't see, she's always so, but that's why I
Good.
love her page.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing, like I'm kind of like an escapism of like the hard and sort of hardships of life. Like I go to her
Yeah.
page almost like a comfort creator.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see like how she genuinely feels about like her moments. Or does
it's
she?
interesting because like 2 years ago, I was like the most depressed I'd ever been, right? And I started posting vulnerable content.
Yeah.
And for a comedy page, people didn't want to see it. They honestly commented, they were like, nah, no more of this. Like bring back the skits,
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
back Nonna. Every single comment for a whole year,
Was-
I think I did like one Nonna skit. And everyone was like, we want comedy. So I think creators intentionally know that it's a platform to just be your what am I saying?
Your comfort creator. Is that hard? Like genuinely? Like
Yeah.
where you're like, you know what, I really do feel like this is important.
Yeah.
And then it's important and then there's like
And it's also you're like you're signed to an agency, 90% of us. So the agency also knocks on your door and says, hey, you need to really maybe
push into this.
get it together. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit.
yeah.
So yeah, it is hard.
When did you sign into an agency, by the way?
Oh, straight away.
Oh, you said,
Honestly?
okay, make that back straight.
No, well, I didn't know. I thought it was a scam.
Oh.
And there's probably creators out there that do have agencies, like those emails fall into your junk and then you're kind of like, what the heck? Who is this random, like, you know, agency that wants to sign me to Love Island or put me on a
Yeah.
because your fame can be for a minute.
Yeah.
It can go for literally a month and everyone will knock on your door and then you'll never see them again. Because TikTok's like very
So like rapid and volatile.
yeah. So she reached out. I'm still with the same agency, but I've changed who represents me because we didn't really.
Like get along.
Yeah, she moved and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could think it's a scam, but just call them or set up a meeting and just ask all the questions, and it should never be more than 20%.
Oh, good. I'm actually, I love that transparency. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's a
any
really good-
questions?
Yeah, no, I
I'm
love
not
that.
off the table. Anyone wants to message me, please, because
please.
I don't want girls to get scammed. I've been with acting agencies, modeling agencies, talent agencies, and they are trying to make money for sure. But you deserve to make a lot money.
More of the,
a lot
yeah,
of money.
cut. Yeah, 100%. It's so funny that you say Love Island. Can I ask you something? I really want to validate something with you.
Yeah.
So I've heard from 3 people
Yeah.
that when Love Island does like quote unquote auditions or asks you to come, apparently it's some weird ass sketchy hotel room.
Oh, so great. Did I tell you about my audition?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
I
you
think
brought it up.
vaguely.
I thought you knew.
Oh well, like I think you might have like this must have been
mentioned it,
mentioned it, but not really.
Okay.
No, please.
So it is at a hotel.
Oh.
The more I think about where it was. So it was a freezing cold day in Melbourne, raining. Let me set the scene.
Set the scene, girl. Get the
So-
effects, girl.
So I'm in an Uber. I'm wearing close to nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I've been single. This is my 2023 year where I was serial dating.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was there. I was there.
This is the year we met, right?
Yeah.
I think it's been 2 years. Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
Anyway, it was wild. I was saying yes at every Hinge date. I was just like, you never know where love can slap
100%.
you in the face.
Yeah.
So I get a call from my agent. She's like, let's set you up with Love Island, reality TV could be great. I was like, sweet. So I'm there. You go into, so there's 4 rooms. The first room you walk into is some girlies that are from Sydney and they try to make you feel welcome. They chat to you about all the boring process, like whatever.
That's it, yeah.
Second room, they give you makeup wipes. Okay, so you take off your makeup and you put on a bikini. And then you do a photo shoot in that bikini. You really like kind of sell yourself because you're sitting on an island.
100%.
In a bikini.
Yeah,
whatever.
you got to feel comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, third room is really scary. It's like all these lights set up and like 4 cameras.
Are you still in a bikini?
Are you? No, you can put on another outfit, but yeah. You need to know. You need to know. I'm not sitting there in a bikini. I feel like that would be terrifying.
You're looking at with the lights and a bikini, girl. That's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're also terrified because like questions of getting fired at you. There's all these UK British dudes, maybe one girl in the middle, and they're just asking you, like trying to sell a brand, right? You are a personality that people might relate to on a TV show. And there needs to be drama, there needs to be love, there needs to be whatever. So I'm sitting there getting roasted essentially, just asked a bunch of questions. And then I think that's it. And then they message you 6 months later, email you saying yes or no. And that's the final kind of process.
Right. This is so funny because the person that I was talking about from the US that auditioned said the same thing, except they apparently the yes and no process is still a very vague situation where they say yes, but you can also be a backup opponent or not opponent, contestant.
Yeah, just in case someone pulls out or something happens leading up. Also, people are like, it's a long process, right? Like in 6 months, when I got the email, I was like dating my ex. So when I got the email, I was like, oh, thank goodness they didn't want me because I've already.
Like you're with someone.
But I wish I went to Spain instead of dating my
Spain's, that's where it'd be though.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny? I wonder if like there are people who are approving, like in relationships approving, putting people to go on Love Island. I reckon that's what happened. I reckon that's what happens in like Love is Blind. Yeah. Most even maths, to be honest. Like,
when I was single, I was talking to this guy on TikTok who now is on this season of maths.
Maths.
No. And when I saw him on there, I was like, oh cool. But it makes sense because he was definitely giving like reserved, like not ready to commit because he probably had a contract.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. True.
So that's the tea.
No, I love that. No, really, we really did say in the vault, girl. Really said 2-factor. Yeah. Oh, by the way, were you there when I came up with this saying?
Okay, I didn't know if it was at an Apple thing. Obviously, I know what it means, but how did you tell us? How did you?
No, because like I had someone message me to be like, no, they came up with it. And I was like, no. Like, I'm telling you, people who've known me from a very long time have known when I've said something secretive or in the vault, like we're talking like this. And it's like, no. It's 2-factor. It's 2-factor. It's 2FA.
I love it.
Yeah. No. I just thought that you might have like been there because I reckon that's when like it would have all come into fruition like back when in 2023.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Who is the funniest person on social media right now? And who should be immediately banned from the talk?
Ooh, immediately banned.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me to like spill the tea.
No, but like you don't have to. And it could be it could be the talk, it could be YouTube. It could be just like a figure that you feel like shouldn't really have a platform. It's totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me think. So funniest person is really hard because I have a lot of funny friends.
I know, that's the thing. Like, they're not just creators, but your friends as well.
Oh my gosh. But even like small creators, big creators, it doesn't matter the following, but like someone that makes me like wheeze with laughter, like, you know, like the Toy Story.
Yeah, wheeze. Like a whistle, like a dentist drill. Yeah.
Is probably Maddie Jepsen. I'm probably.
Is she British?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she came to the TikTok Awards and I was devastated because she was interviewing Jojo Siwa and I was sitting there going, this girl needs her own moment. Yeah. Why is she the interviewer? She was making such funny comments and like I think the British and American humor don't match.
They don't mix. No. The Aussie and the English though, they mix.
Yeah, we do. We're like, we're your besties. We get it. Like crumpets, so funny, right? Whereas Jojo Siwa didn't understand. It wasn't landing
No.
and I was dying and I just wanted her to know that she was so funny.
She's
and me and my
hilarious.
boyfriend watch her videos and just die.
She's
of
such a
laughter.
good singer as well. Like,
Yeah.
mind you, not her just singing freaking The Wizard and I. I was like, because
I think I watched her like 5 times.
no, genuinely like so good.
Anything she sings, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And then who else? Someone who I think should chill out on their platform.
Oh, look, it's all right. Like it's all right.
Wait, no, there was someone that I was like, what is going on? There's like a few people with podcasts, like men in particular.
Yeah.
Could maybe
yeah.
take a rest.
stand.
Yeah.
Not even take a seat.
Take it. I would say take a seat, but they're sad.
They're already sad.
and
so
they're
maybe,
yapping
like,
about things they shouldn't be talking about.
Take a step back.
Yeah. Like a lot of men like
Reverse.
podcasts. Yeah, maybe no.
No.
I can't even remember names. I'm
Yeah,
so
no.
I don't remember.
You know
names.
what's really
What about you? Do you think someone should be off? Maybe like switch to Nokia. Stop with the iPhone.
Yeah. Okay, really controversial. Actually, not even controversial. Wait, do you know Real Housewives of Melbourne?
I don't,
you
but I'm
watch-
sure people listening.
Yeah, there was someone who was married to a rock star. I actually don't even know what her name is. Like she just keeps popping up on my thing. She's like psychic. She claims to be a psychic or whatever. She like sells this like sort of this lifestyle. Anyway, but she just acts like her husband is like the most well-known figure known to men, like as if like she's dating someone from like AC/DC or the Beatles or some crap. And it's like, I genuinely don't understand. First of all, I would die to be on that show. And second, if I was on that show and I still knew that, he's like, it was giving like, not verified mark. Like how,
okay, yeah.
Like dare I say that? I know it's not about the vanity metrics, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She needs to, I reckon, Nokia, switch it back.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Maddie.
Yeah. And like
Hilarious.
there's other like American creators that if I met them and I was in the same room,
yeah.
like I would just die.
Is there anyone from the English creators? I know like we do love our
I love
UK creators.
Oh, the guys. There's some guys that are really, really funny. The comedians, like the blonde guy that.
The blonde. There's a lot. I mean, it's UK. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, girl?
There's a lot
That's
of men,
what they are.
with.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Now, Celeste, we're going to our actionable steps. I was going to say section action. Oh my God, girl, pick a struggle. Our actionable steps, right? For anyone that's in the creator world, the influencer world, even someone who's a novice, okay?
Yeah.
What is the weirdest or most unexpected thing that has blown up online, and why do you think people are so obsessed with it? And essentially, like, what were the steps for you to actually post that? Like, yes, we've talked about Diana, right? But anything else where you're like, oh, I didn't realize that would pop off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaps. I think like any relatable moment with my family, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to post that. And then I
Yeah.
posted this one video recently where my siblings were all hiding in one room
Yeah.
of the house to hide from my mum. 'Cause it was like dinner time, right? Did you see that?
No, I haven't.
know if you saw it, but
No, yeah.
I wasn't going to post it because it was low quality. It was like everyone was in their pajamas.
Wait, I did see it. No,
My
I
dog
did see
was
it.
on the bed too.
Yes. Yeah, no, I have.
So a video like that, like also my siblings are sick of me filming them, right? So like my brother's there, my sister's in her pajamas, my
Yeah,
dog's there looking like what?
Yeah.
And so they're like, Celeste, don't post it. But I was like, nah, guys, I want to post it.
It's ritual, it's tradition at this point.
Come on. And I didn't think a lot of people would relate, but obviously like our mums go into
Yeah.
like beast mode when they're about to cook. And it's like
100%.
anyone on that battlefield close to them is going to get shot.
Shop. Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
this is just like an ethnic thing.
No, it
but
isn't. No. I reckon it's
You need
very
to
much
take
ethnic
cover. You need to
experience.
hide in a room. And
100%.
it was funny. But also like random stuff with my boyfriend. Like I did a prank and that got like 4 million views.
Oh my God, explain. No, I don't think I've seen this one.
So I worked at the Australian Open at the start of the year
Yes.
and my boyfriend came to visit me one day and we do this prank on date nights where I film them because I film everything, but I film myself going up to him in like a crowded room and I just say like, hey, I think you're really cute. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
And he will react how he reacts, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this one time at the Australian Open, it's packed.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I had said to my followers, like, guys, I really like this guy. I'm going to go and ask him for his number. So I film it, I flip the camera around, whatever. And then his reaction was rogue. He was like, take that shit somewhere else. I've got a girlfriend, like go away. And I thought it was funny because I was like, whoa, it's like he really thought I was a stranger, but it was me. So I posted it and it got a bit controversial because all the girls were like, if that was my boyfriend,
Boyfriend, he
that's
would
so
be done
rude.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what a disrespectful guy. Whereas all the guys were like, what a guy, like that's
Stand
how
up
the
for myself.
girls,
Wow.
wouldn't the girls want that? Like, wouldn't they want you to say like, piss off, I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they were like, she was so brave going up to him. So I had to like make another video saying, guys, I'm so sorry. It was a joke.
Yeah,
We're dating. Like,
But in that way, wasn't that so, like, dare I say controversy sells, but it sells. And
It
you know, in
does.
some ways,
Yeah.
sparked a conversation. Like, yes,
Yeah.
men should stand up, but also like, girl, like if that was a stranger,
Yeah.
look.
like, look, if I was shooting my shot with a stranger and he said, take that shit somewhere else, I would have cried.
100%.
So I get it, girls.
Yeah, we get it.
We are with you. I'm standing with you, but also
we take
it
a
was just a
stand.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, okay. I'm moving on to the next one. We've got two more questions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again. I know it's like literally 32 degrees today. Like for those who are watching, sorry, my makeup's sliding off my face. But if you had to create the most ridiculous, sure to go viral video right now, what would it be? And bonus points if it involves Nonna.
Oh, it always does.
Oh.
Like, I actually haven't had a video that I posted about my Nonna that they haven't related in some way.
Yeah.
Unless, because my Nonna's a bit rogue, unless it's like too rogue.
Yeah,
that all
yeah.
the followers are like, whoa, can't relate to
Okay,
that.
yeah. So a niche, you've niched down, girl.
Yeah, there's a niche. Yeah. I think two characters that I do that everyone relates to is my older sister is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a lot of older sister content where it's just them being, if you're an older sibling, you probably care for the whole family.
Let's
Okay.
see. I'll
And
take about it.
You're thinking about everything, everyone. So many, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
The shoulders are heavy, right?
Heavy.
But so my older sister content or my Nonna, it'll pop off.
Pop off?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, and because like if we had to like almost convert that answer into a tip, would you say
Yeah.
like just being observant around your loved ones, like that's so like you do your impersonation so accurately, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you're just doing this like they're so accurate. Like I know one of the oldest sibling one where it's like you're on a walk with the coffee.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
yeah.
that one
Yeah,
like
yeah.
above like what 12 million views or something
Yeah.
now.
Selena Gomez liked it.
Yeah, I know. And then you
Did I tell you? Yeah.
hectic. Oh my
I
god,
just
with
had
the
to let
Waverly
everyone know.
Place, girl.
It's
Like
crazy.
Nah, I actually cannot believe that. By the way, congratulations for that. Like she's literally like amazing.
I love
But
it.
you are amazing and you deserve
Thank
amazing things. But I would say like that's something I feel like you do really well. And I feel like that's for a lot of creators, just being observant. There is
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, hopefully, you have a family that let you take the piss because
Yeah.
my sister just lets me reenact it. Honestly, anything she does, I'm like, here, can you quickly film me? And she'll be like, no, this was private. And I'm like, nah, it's funny. It's relatable. Like, yeah. But I think be observant. So a tip that I would say for anyone that wants to create stuff online, think about a moment, a life moment, like going to get a coffee, hanging out with your friends. What is something that you could, I don't know, a caption, a phrase, us if we went and got a drink after this, you know, like the trend right now that's like this and the love of your life or this. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Super cute. But
Yeah.
like everything that I see from that trend is relatable. So it's just making relatable moments and bringing them online so other people can share them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you saw I was shareable. Like when I see something relatable, I want to share.
Yeah.
It's not like I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I feel that. Like I want to share that with someone. So that's actually so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Your older sibling, even though like I'm culturally not Italian, I still resonate with Nonna,
Yes.
which is also really interesting, right? So yeah, I think.
Which is why like doing a comedy show about grandparents that have migrated.
Yeah.
Like my dream would be to put on a show that is called Nonna's Home, like Nonna's
love
Kitchen.
that. Yeah.
And essentially you get an invitation to sit and I actually feed you. Like I'd love to have an interactive comedy show where I can make you a bowl of pasta, you can eat. And there's an audience, but like everyone gets a different experience of Nonna's Home. And people really relate to that because a lot of grandparents have passed away and you get to live on through those comedy shows.
No,
So
you make a legacy, girl. I reckon we've put that in the universe.
yeah, we need to do it.
No. I'm honestly telling you,
Keep me
Celeste,
accountable.
I will be. I will.
Good.
And my final question, Celeste, as a comedian and an actor, do you ever feel the pressure to be on all the time? And for people who do want to get into the industry or current creators or novice creators, what would you do in order for them to find that sort of peace of mind?
Yeah, I think you can't, like, obviously people would say this all the time, but you can't take things too seriously. Like it can't be that deep in your mind or else you will always be going to war in your mind about, people's comments, or, you know, like your closest friends might not relate to you, whatever. Like, I feel like I'm thinking of 1,000 things from that question.
No, I know. It's a big one. Do you want me to say it one more time?
Say it one more time, yeah.
Okay. As a comedian and an actor, do you ever feel the pressure to be on all the time? So that's the first half. And for those who are in the creator world, who are wanting to be in the creator world, what would you tell them so they can kind of have that peace of mind? Because I feel like that's a big thing. Like, people are like, oh, like I want to live my life, but if I say or do the wrong thing, even though it's raw and real, like I feel like it's scary, even though it's something that they want to do as well.
Yeah, and we've witnessed cancel culture, and it's still very prevalent, especially with a current Australian creator who I actually just unfollowed as well. Yeah. And I only did that because I think it is scary when you have a following. You're essentially saying that the world that you're living should actually watch and observe how you're living.
100%.
Right? You're welcoming that in. You're saying, come spend a day with me and let's like have a front row seat to my life. Anyway.
100%. First of all, I love that, by the way. I'm going to write that down. I just say that front row seat to my life. Yeah. Keep going, girl.
And so if you're not authentic, and if you're painting this fake picture of who you are, and you're not actually that genuine, or you're not actually that nice, people will follow you if you're a bitch. Like we love to get around different personalities. But don't be fake. Like if a girl's gonna walk across the room and say, hey, I really love the podcast and I love your content, you need to give an authentic answer and realize that there's someone listening to this, right? They're enjoying your content. So I think it is scary, but you are asking for people's opinions because they get you the brand deals.
Because they get to see it.
Like your job is to create a community, so you have to nurture that. It's like a garden. So yeah, but also TikTok can be a beast. You have to feed it to actually grow your platform. But in the grand scheme of things, to summarize all of that, just be a nice person.
I agree.
On and off, just be a nice person.
And also, if you're going to be your on should just be the high version of yourself. It shouldn't be something that's like a completely different facet. Yeah. Like, you know, the idea of like Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, it's still Beyonce. It's just a heightened version of who she is.
Hey, I love that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know what's funny too? But you are genuinely, for those who are listening, the exact same person.
I hope so.
I really hope for like the same.
And it's been years now. You could testify because you met me when I wasn't actually that big.
Yes, you were, girl. Yes, you were, girl.
No, I wasn't that big.
No.
I'm not big, actually. I haven't grown. My TikTok following is a community that have stayed the same.
But it's cult. And we love that.
Following,
yeah.
But yeah.
Celeste, thank you so much. That's it, girl.
Good.
That's it. Yeah.
We could yap for hours.